A cinematographer I admire is Quentin Tarantino. There are a handful of directors in Hollywood that can be considered iconic, like Martin Scorsese and Steven Spielberg, but that's because they have a different way of showing the audience emotion. These are directors that have helped shape the face of modern filmmaking today, and not much can compete with that. Tarantino finds himself among this group, although not for the same reasons. He's a director whose style is unique and hard to copy. Like many other famous directors, Tarantino had an interest in film since a young age. At 14 years old, Tarantino wrote one of his earliest works, a screenplay called Captain Peach Fuzz and the Anchovy Bandit. It's not hard to see Tarantino's influence on cinema today. His one-of-a-kind writing and visual technique have made him instantly recognizable, and his releases excite many people. So the thing that is most likely making Tarantino recognizable is that his work is different from others. A viewer can see touches of Tarantino everywhere with his bold choices as a director. Pulp Fiction is widely considered to be one of the greatest movies ever for a number of reasons. Its dialogue, its good acting, and its solid directing on Tarantino's part. But what it's most known for is its well-executed story structure. Rather than moving in a beginning, middle, end direction, it hops all around in its own timeline, showing that not every movie needs to function in one piece. Tarantino uses a lot of cinematographer's tools to put himself apart from everything else. If Tarantino wants to show a character in relation to their emotions, or when a director wants the audience to appreciate the character's hardships, nothing works as well as a decent wide shot. Tarantino himself once said, "I want to top expectations. I want to blow you away." His wide shots do just that. Tarantino is also very unique in his use of extreme close-ups, especially in the movie Kill Bill Volume 1, when after a long animation scene, Tarantino returns to Thurman's character and she at last musters the ability to wiggle her big toe. This is a movie with insane fight sequences, but the way her toe is framed, you can't look away. The same way he uses wide shots to get wide views, he uses extreme close-ups to get in the character's face. Tarantino can dive in close to give you detail on what's important. Tarantino also uses crash zooms. A crash zoom, also known as a snap zoom, is a sudden, rapid zoom in on a subject, and you start to see in Quentin Tarantino's work from Kill Bill onward. Saying that characters in Tarantino films are often in danger is an understatement, and his use of crash zooms heightens those feelings of disorientation. It may be a heavy-handed directing technique, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing, especially for a director with a bold, energetic style like Tarantino. Often Tarantino lets his directing style lead him to very interesting places, like the trunk of a car. This trademark Tarantino shot does a great job of putting the audience in the moment. He really makes the audience feel like they're in the trunk of a car for this shot in his film, Reservoir Dogs. Tarantino also wants the audience to feel as they're right there with the characters, while emphasizing the upper hand possessed by the characters looking down at us in the frame. It is not an overstatement to say Tarantino changed how general American audiences viewed independent cinema. The non-linear storytelling changed how audience engaged with the film. Films like Pulp Fiction changed the world of cinematography forever. John Bourne says in an article, "When you listen to the quotes from Quentin Tarantino interviews, you learn that he loves to build hidden drama. He does this by building high-stakes scenes that introduce some previously unknown element." He is right. Anyone who's seen a Tarantino film can immediately recognize his stylistic filming techniques. As he said in an interview, "I see the movie in my mind. Before I make the movie, I watch the movie. I've got a genuine vision. That's how I see it." Ultimately, films by Tarantino bring the subconscious to the surface, and the use of these unique shots and techniques allow for the emotion of the characters to resonate more deeply with the audience. It is that care and attention to the viewer has kept his films exciting and fresh for almost 3 decades. As he once said, "I don't think the audience is the dumb person lower than me. I am the audience."